When you come after complex trauma, it feels like the reality is somehow against you, personally against you, because you already suffered enough during your childhood. You just want to be a good person and to have a nice life, but instead, you continue facing the same narcissistic people, the same kind of abuse, the same kind of disrespect. You don't have enough money to cover your basic needs. It feels like you have to fight with reality just in order to have a right to exist in it. And it feels so unfair and so disrespectful in the many ways that you just feel the life itself decided to betray you for some reason unknown. So if you feel like that, and you feel like the reality is against you, if you have 10 more minutes, we can discuss why do you have such kind of belief and what can we do about that, so that you start to feel as if the reality is finally recognizing you and answering to you back in a more respectful way. Hello, my name is Sophie from CoAwakened, and here we learn how to recover after abuse and reconnect with our emotions in order to feel alive again. So, your grudge against reality has total sense, because since childhood, the only thing that you knew is pain. Most likely, you were raised in unsafe environment. Yes, it can be some kind of extreme abuse, like you were beaten up, always criticized, disrespected. But even simple emotional neglect, like your parents just were workaholics and weren't able to spend some quality emotional time with you, these can be as harmful as some kind of a big physical abuse. It just goes unnoticed most of the time. So, because of this neglectful or abusive childhood, you didn't have a chance to learn that the reality can be safe, that people around you can be safe. You were always walking on eggshells, or you were placed in this emotional void where you were expected to behave a certain way. At the same time, there wasn't any warmth, human-to-human interactions, just function-to-function interactions. And so it contributed to you creating this kind of belief systems where you assess your reality through the lens that nobody is here for me, nobody will help me, nobody will try to understand me or to care for me. There is this inner void that is still lingering inside you, despite the fact that now you are most likely an adult. So you sacrifice a lot of your personal boundaries, you sacrifice a lot of your true identity as a kid in order to have a chance to just have some kind of relationships with adults and in order to have at least some shred of safety. Because you quickly realize that meeting certain conditions will provide you with covering at least some percentage of your needs. And yes, it sounds very unfair, of course, because it is. We shouldn't deny that. But at the same time, we should understand that what if these beliefs were installed in us and were created out of trauma, it means that they are a subject to change. It means they are not there forever. They were created out of unsafety, out of unsafe reality. So it means that we have a full right and a full chance to change that. But how? If you watch some of my previous videos, you know that I'm a big fan of this practice that is called completion process by Teal Swan. So in a nutshell, this practice allows you to reconnect with your old traumas, old memories, to alter them in a way where you close the cognitive dissonance that you were during the trauma, create an alternative way out of this traumatic situation in your imagination, and thus teaching your system that cognitive dissonance has another way out. And so, next time when you will face similar type of situation, you will not slip back automatically into your previous type of behavior. No, you will have this pause where you will have a choice in how to behave. So you will have a chance to behave alternatively. This practice is very powerful because it allows you to reconnect with your fragmented parts of your psyche and show them another way out, that the reality can be different. That's why shadow work, and completion process is a part of shadow work, is such a powerful tool of actually being able to influence your reality, because you look at your reality through the lens of your belief systems. So once you influence your belief systems, which is basically a lens on a camera, you will be able to change the way how you see reality and thus be able to change how you perceive reality and interact with reality. So, for example, you used to believe that your opinion doesn't matter. And if you manage to heal this trauma thanks to completion process or any other process, you will actually have this option that no, my opinion can matter. And the next time when you enter this argument with your friend about, I don't know, you're working on this DIY project and maybe you are creating some kind of a dress and you think that the blue color will suit better than the green, you will be able to stand up for your opinion and say, listen, yeah, I know you like green, but it is your personal preference and I see blue fit purely because this blue color suits your eyes best. It creates a nice contrast with your hair. If you don't believe me, let's just try and take the same type of fabric and color it blue and put it against you so that you could check. I think I have a valid point, and at least let's check it in reality first and then make this final choice. And so previously you would agree with your friend. Your friend would say green, you would go for green. But now you are able to actually stand up for your opinion of coloring this dress blue, but at the same time you don't disrespect your friend. You suggest that we just check that in reality on a small piece of fabric, and if it goes well, yeah, it's fine, we can use blue. If it doesn't work, we can stick with green. And so you will respect your opinion. Your friend will see this respect and will respect it back. So your reality that previously looked like nobody respected you is now changing. Now your friend is like, yeah, actually you have a fair point, let's try that out. And then you may end up with coloring this dress blue. So you see, once you put respect to your own self, once you really become compassionate towards your own self, once you heal enough fragmented parts of yours and care for them and love them, the more unified your psyche will become, the less anger, distress, and negative emotions you will experience inside your system. And as a consequence, the more opportunities you will have in reality to change that, because your lens changed, because you don't look at it with a belief system of endless sufferings and pains. But without shadow work or any kind of work, it won't be attainable. So my message to you, if you struggle with this feeling of reality not respecting you, just forget about reality for a sec. Start to respect yourself. And the best way to respect yourself is to care for yourself and is to retrieve all of the abandoned parts of your psyche, all of those lost children that are stuck in pain inside your subconscious mind, to care for them, to love them, to give them this helping hand that you weren't able to have during your childhood. And when you stop abandoning yourself, the reality will have no other option but stop abandoning you as well. If this conversation made you feel a little bit safer and calmer about the reality that is happening around you, that's actually awesome. I will be waiting for you every Thursday and Sunday on this channel in order to discuss more topics around self-identity, safety, and emotional safety. And for now, remember, reality is a neutral observer. It's just a recollection of events that are happening simultaneously with many people at the same time. Only our lens of personal perception make it mean something. And so if we want to feel the support from reality, we should look at it through the lens of this support. And the best way to install this lens of support is actually start supporting yourself. Even the parts that were abused, neglected, disrespected over the course of your whole childhood and your whole life.